on this. Right. So, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to the session of Evolve Your Aviation Auditing Techniques. And today, Sunday, 26th of May, 2024. Welcome. Okay. So, before we proceed further, I'll flash a set of PPTs for your benefit. Just please stand by.
One page. Any page.
And please ensure that you have few pages and a notebook on your side. Okay. So you are able to see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can see it.
Yes, we are seeing.
Have a look at these pictures. This will remind you of very, very recent accident. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
With this, Boeing came into the headlines. And that controversy still remains. Correct?
Correct.
Again, very, very recent accident. FedEx 747 cargo landing on nose. This picture is from a crash of, it's called Dryden crash. Dryden.
So where this happened?
I got to check, but I have seen the investigation reports on that. Okay. So I'll let you know in case you are interested. But otherwise, if you go to Google and punch in Dryden crash, it will tell you the whole story. Okay.
Sure, sir. I'll check it.
Yeah. So lot of factors are involved in this. Here, if you can remind yourself of Charkhi Dadri accident, mid-air collision of two
Yeah.
transporters.
Long back, somewhere in 90s.
Yeah, where all of them died, close to I think 500.
Correct. Vertical separation minimum was not there at that time.
Yes. What does this remind you of? There was a famous space shuttle crash, Columbia, where all the 7 astronauts were killed. Remember?
Kalpana Chawla.
Yeah. And this is one of the Malaysian airliner diving down. Nobody knows what has happened to that, MH360. Okay?
Copy, sir.
Right. So, okay. So I'm going to put across two very, very powerful questions. Do you think the figures that you have seen very recently, and many more figures which we keep saying every day, either in the history or maybe, alternate week or month, we keep seeing such photographs. Okay. Do you think these accidents can be avoided? Raise your hands. Most of the accidents and incidents like these can be avoided.
Yes, they can be avoided.
Mohsin, what do you see?
Yeah, up to an extent we can avoid.
Yeah. So you can raise your hand. Okay. My second and another powerful question. We being part of the aviation for 24/7, do we think that we can put in our efforts to the best to avoid such kind of incidents? Can we do that? Raise your hand.
Sure.
We can do it, sir, but it's a collective efforts.
Okay.
One individual cannot do anything.
Okay. So I'll tell you, Manoj. Buddha, when he was not known as Lord Buddha,
Yes, sir.
yeah, we keep saying an old man, a dead body being carried, a sick man not able to walk, and so many people, in a downtrodden state. But it was only Buddha who raised such questions. Why not we? He didn't wait for anybody else to raise these questions. And that is how he became Lord Buddha.
Correct.
Okay, so the message is very, very clear. If we walk one step ahead in this kind of scenario, in this direction, each one of us, and there may be maybe 10 lakhs of employees. So we collectively take 10 lakhs of steps, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Okay, so we all agree that we are a part of the system and we can contribute very, very positively towards accident and incident avoidance. And we also know that the quality audits has been known to be one of the most fundamental and effective way of controlling these gaps. Correct?
Correct, sir.
Right. So this is what we are going to do today in next 30 or 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, what it is that prevents us from doing a beautiful, good and professional audits. Okay. So I'll tell you something about myself. So I'm Sushil Bhatia. I did 26 years of service with Indian Air Force. I'm an aviation and aerospace engineer. Okay. And I retired as group captain in 2007. And thereafter, I did a tenure of 10 years with the erstwhile Jet Airways. Okay. And I was managing their quality assurance department in Delhi. And thereafter, I joined SpiceJet. Okay. And I was there for 3 years before Corona hit us, and they told me that they no more required my services because I had attained the age of 60. Okay, so I also said goodbye and I didn't mind. So that has been very, very short description of my activities. As we go along in this webinar, we'll come back to these. We'll keep coming back to these things time and again. Okay. So to start with the things, take 2 sheets of paper. Okay. Take 2 sheets of paper, and on this, write down evolve your auditing. Yeah. Evolve your auditing. And on left side, you say N auditors. We'll see what is N auditors. And on right side, you say K auditors. Can you see? Yeah. Okay.
It's done, sir. Done.
Right. Take another sheet and write down my auditing journey. My auditing journey. Written?
Done, sir.
Now,
Done.
my auditing journey is going to be the same for me and you. Okay? Right.
Okay, sir.
So let us start with our auditing journey. On the left side, okay. So suppose you are a quality auditor or even an employee who is a stakeholder in safety and quality of the airlines of your organization. Correct? So here you
Correct.
are. I'll show you. Employee or an auditor. So on this side of the sheet, left side, bottom side of the sheet, you write, you are an employee or an auditor. It is applicable for both of you. Understood?
Correct, sir. Done.
Written? Right.
Written.
Now, on the right side, opposite, now we are working for something. We are working for an organization. Let us call it a client or an organization, right? Just opposite to auditor. Are you only working for organization? There is one more stakeholder who's involved in this. Who's he?
Regulator.
Yourself. Yourself. You are working for yourself also. Regulator comes in organization, client.
Correct.
Correct? So you
Correct.
are
Correct.
working for yourself also. So along with the organization, you write yourself or myself, whatever you want to write. So there are two clients for whom you are working. Okay. Now, what are the expectations of the clients? Just above the organization, here, you write down the expectations. Okay. So what are going to be the expectations? Expectations also will be in two parts. One is what is the expectation of organization? Write
Quality
down.
product. Quality product.
Write down expectations from organization and second expectation. Who's the other person? Myself. That's how I've written. Right? So you have this sheet. Okay, Jay?
Done, sir.
Right. Okay. So, okay, since you have joined late, I have told them to make two sheets like this. Akshay, evolve your auditing techniques, an auditor, K auditor.
Yeah.
Okay. And second is second sheet is my auditing journey. It is going to be the same for me and you. Okay. And we are here, you are here on the left side, employee or a quality man or an auditor, and you are working for an organization and yourself, and what are the expectations of the organization and yourself. So what are the expectations of organization? Just put into the chat box. What are the expectations of an organization from an employee or from an auditor or from a quality? Let me see. Put it in the chat box. What are the expectations of organization from you? Have you written? Anybody has written?
I have written, sir.
Yes.
You have written. अच्छा, मुझे आप बता दीजिए. I think यहाँ आया नहीं है.
Sir, first organization thinks that since you are an internal auditor, so there should be nil finding by the regulator for any of the processes which you have
Okay.
audited.
So, management of audits, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What else? What else?
Compliance to all the regulatory requirements and internal requirements.
Okay, done. What else? Hemant, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, adherence to policy and procedures.
ठीक है, policy procedures all done. What else? So compliance. So ultimately, what is the aim?
Safety.
Ultimately, what is the aim?
Safety.
To maintain the quality and safety.
Absolutely. Maintain quality and safety. In other words, you say reduction or almost nil number of incident and accidents. Right?
Right.
Okay. So I'll write here, reduction in accidents and incidents and what else?
No findings.
That's okay. So yeah. And by achieving minimum accidents and incidents, what are we achieving?
Saving the lives.
What are we achieving?
Saving the lives.
Say
Safety.
Safety and in turn,
compliance to the requirements.
what? In turn, what else?
Safety of the people are involved. Safety of the public.
Your companies are working for what?
Revenue.
Good research.
Saving
Sorry?
revenue.
Revenue generation.
Revenues. So ultimately, if you are able to reduce your accidents and increase your compliance, you are able to uplift your bottom lines.
Correct.
Understood? So that is the expectation of your organization. What is the expectation of Manoj Chaudhary for himself?
On time salary.
On time salary. Okay. What else?
And every year increment.
Okay. What else?
वो तो सपने में है हेमंत भाई.
Okay, we'll come to it. Why? Okay. And career progression?
Yeah.
Correct. Career progression.
Career progression?
Career progression.
Right. So this is the white sheet that we have prepared. Can you see? Okay? Expectations from organizations and expectation for myself. Right? And उसके
Right.
नीचे है client. Client कौन-कौन है? Organization and myself.
Correct.
And आप कहाँ हैं? Employee or auditor. Right? Now you
Right.
tell me, if your client or organization has to come reach here, can they do it without your help?
No.
They can't do it without your help.
They
So what
can't.
do we do? You need to be trained. So this joker, employee, auditor needs to be trained. Please write down, this is the first step. Auditor needs to be trained. Write down here. Correct?
Correct.
What is the second step? That's what I have written. First step is auditor needs to be trained. What is the second step? Auditor needs to do a professional auditing. Required or not required?
Required.
Required?
Required.
Yeah, Hemant?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
A good auditing, a professional auditing is a requirement.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Number 3, third step, you got to see what is the impact of your auditing on the organization. Do you get my point?
Correct, sir.
Till the time I am working for myself, and this is true for any industry, even in a personal life. Till the time I am working for only myself, my impact is only this. Correct? The moment I
Correct, sir.
say that my auditing capabilities, my professional auditing now should be available to the organization, I have started impacting the organization. Understood?
Understood.
So the third point that I'm writing here is impacting
Impact of auditing on organization.
the organization. Understood?
Understood.
As you take this step number 1 of getting trained, number 2 of doing a professional auditing, and step number 3, by your professional auditing, you are impacting the organization. The expectations of yourself and the actions here are trying to meet. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So you draw an arrow from the top to the third step that you have taken. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you understood this auditing journey for yourself?
Hmm.
Right? Now,
Right, sir.
in the next step, I'm going to cover how you are going to have these 3 steps accomplished on your journey of becoming a professional auditor. And that is where I will also pitch in. This is the place where I'm going to tell something more about myself. Okay. Now, 26 years I was with Indian Air Force in engineering branch. Okay. And then I took retirement. So I had a very, very close inculcation of safety and quality, because these two are the fundamental ingredients of any aviation or any aerospace. Correct?
Correct.
So thereafter, once I left my organization of Indian Air Force, I joined Jet Airways. Now, during 10 years, I did about 9 courses from IATA. Do you agree that IATA is one of the topmost institutes in delivering these kind of lectures and trainings? Agreed?
Agree, sir.
So I did about 9 to 10 courses, trainings from IATA, and each trainings in the IATA is very, very costly. Nothing comes below $1,500 for 3 days. Okay. And lead auditors, internal auditors, they are anywhere about 2,500 US dollars. And you got to travel to a place in case you are not joining. the Zoom platforms, right? So that
Right.
was my investment on myself. Do you agree that without doing an investment, you will be able to achieve your expectations?
No, we cannot achieve.
You cannot. Do you think that by not investing on yourself, you can help your organization achieve the results?
No.
Not possible.
This investment can also be in terms of times, in terms of efforts, in terms of doing a self-study or something. Understood? So that is how, I have invested a lot of money on myself. So that is why I'm able to sit here and speak and talk in front of you. Okay. So next step that I did for myself was I got myself trained for AS 9100. Now, are you aware about AS 9100 aerospace standards? Are you aware? Okay, so these are the standards which many of the airlines and MROs have started taking. AS 9100, AS 9110, AS 9120.
20.
Correct? 9100
Correct.
is 00 is for manufacturing, 9110 is for maintenance, and 9120 is for
Storage.
storage equipment depots. Okay.
Right.
So I got myself trained on that, and today I'm a global trainer for these systems. So my message is, unless and until you invest on yourself, you are not going to accomplish what you have written on your right hand corner top. Okay. Next. So in this line, we have designed a course which we are starting in this series, which we call as Lead Auditor for Aviation, 4th June to 8th June. Okay. Now let us see what we are going to offer for this course. Okay. Give me a second. Can you see? Okay. Here, I'll just take 5 odd minutes in explaining this. Okay. So this is what we offer. This is a 5-day course. So 40 hours. Please mute yourself. 40 hours of power packed contents that include 7 steps of auditing activities. Okay, and this is what IATA also teaches us. Those who have done IATA course from lead auditor course from IATA, they'll vouch for me that they go for these 7 steps of auditing activities. Okay. Second, we have a world-class curriculum. That means it has been taken from various best of the institutes like IASA, Portal and all, and we have made our own curriculum for this 5 days course. Okay. Third, okay, so I'm the facilitator for this course and I'm also a global trainer. Let's see where all I'm a stakeholder. You know, I have done a TEDx. I have done certain adventures. Okay, and let's see a slight expansion. I'm also a life coach. Okay, and recently I did one session for Larsen and Tubro in Delhi. Right, I'm an author. I published a book. I've done another session for the wives of Air Force officers and men very recently. I have been a TEDx speaker. I am an author for the magazine, aviation magazine called 100 Knots, and so on. Okay. Now, so our training methodologies take the curriculum from the classroom to the workroom. Okay, from day one. This is our philosophy. Whatever we study in these 5 days can be directly implemented on your workstations, right? And we are the first institute to have introduced AS 9100 contents, Introduction to Aerospace Auditing, okay, aerospace standards in our lead auditor course. There is no other institute to my knowledge. Even IATA has not introduced this capsule so far, okay, to my knowledge. If anybody has other views or if they have seen it, okay, they can tell me. Next, we have a platform where all our participants of whatever courses, we are developing a common platform to interact so that you people can interact with each other at various platforms. Okay. Also, now those people who have attended an IATA training very recently in last 2 years, they say on virtual platforms, our trainer will be available only for 3 hours a day. Agreed?
Correct.
Okay. I'm available in front of camera more than 6 hours a day. Okay. So, and let me tell you, it has been happening very funny thing that people who are attending online courses for IATA and whatever assignments are given towards the end of the day, people are approaching me to help them solve those assignments. Because at times, 3 hours of instructors presence in camera, only 3 hours in a day may not be sufficient. Do you agree?
It's not sufficient.
It's not sufficient. Okay, and our courses are come at the affordable pricing. I keep my pricing to maximum 15% of what IATA charges for such courses. Okay. So these were a few of the things that I wanted to tell you. Is Akshay still here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Akshay, recently you did a course with me, correct?
Yes, sir.
Please tell your experience in 1 minute.
It was a very good experience. First of all, I tell you myself. Hello, everyone. I am Akshay. I am the QM of Auto Trade Aviation. Recently, I done my training of lead audit training under Mr. Sushil Bhatia, sir. It was a very tremendous and a very good experience for me that he provided me the training very good way, in a way he taught by giving some examples, by giving the task, daily basis task also. And they tell me a detailed procedure of the auditor training, what are the steps we have to take and what were the pre-preparation, post-preparation of the audit. The various steps, various things are doing. The things that maximum of the post holders are don't know that these type of things. And the way he talked, it's a very good. He is very good instructor. He is explaining in a very good way. He is very calm, composed. He explains each and every detail in a detailed way in very good manner. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So now I'll ask you a question. When you are considering schools and colleges for your children, do you send them to the schools and colleges, I mean, which are of not much repute, or do you select the best of the institutes that you can afford? What do you have to say, Prashantji?
We select the best.
You will select the best.
We select the best.
We select the best. I fully agree with you. In professional life also, are we selecting the best or one of the best? Okay. So
Practically,
anybody
we
has done ISO
compromise.
9001 course in your career? I've done.
I have done, sir.
You have done? Okay, right.
Mm.
And just for your knowledge, I am also a lead auditor for ISO 9000 and I take part in auditing. Okay, just 2 days back, I went as an observer on behalf of Quality Council of India to oversee surveillance audit on ISO 9000. Okay, so मनोज जी मुझे ये बताइए कि ISO 9001 there are 10 clauses, correct?
Correct, sir.
Okay, so are you making your manuals as per ISO 9001 clauses?
No, sir.
No. So, I mean, do you find it very, very relevant that you have done a course, you have earned a certificate, you have written an exam, but you are not able to convert the knowledge into your own profession? Is it good?
So, so that's the worst part because the organizations they try to choose to undergo a course by their auditors, but they do not follow those standards.
They don't follow.
They
They
don't
don't.
follow.
IATA never talks of ISO 9000
No,
one
ISO,
standards.
IATA never talks.
Never.
Never talks.
So see, my fight is not from ISO 9001 per se, because I'm also a lead auditor for the same standards.
So the
But
worst part is into the aviation industry, you will hardly find any of the organization, which is mostly the airlines, they do not follow 9001.
they don't follow.
They don't
Absolutely.
follow.
So,
But their auditors are trained from 9001.
so
Every airline in the country,
yeah,
they expect their auditors to be trained from ISO,
okay.
but ISO is never followed.
Now you take out this page. K auditor and N auditor. Now K auditor, uh, as an auditor, we are supposed to be following the utmost professional standards that we are supposed to follow. Correct? Are we following that most of the time?
Yes, most of the time.
Okay. So there may be few auditors or chances. So my very direct question is that suppose a situation warrants us to raise a major or level 1 NC. Are we able to raise level 1 NC or not?
No, we are not able to.
No. Okay, so there must be certain constraints, because I have also worked under the
Correct, correct.
same ecosystem that you have worked. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but since we are talking of professionalism here, okay, so an auditor, I can probably write here a standard minus something, standard minus something, correct?
Hmm.
That dilution I will add. That dilution I will add because it is there actually, right? In K auditor, are you supposed to follow any dilution? Is this what is taught to you?
Sir, how we are differentiating between N auditor and K auditor?
Okay, I'll do that. So in K auditor, I am supposed to follow standards plus. You can write that.
Okay.
Standards plus. Okay. Number 2 point. If I am trying to train myself, a K auditor just wants a certification.
Correct.
So in an auditor, you say any certification will do. Any certification. Any certification. For a K auditor, he needs a specific certification. Correct?
Correct.
Specific certification. Example, ISO 9000. Does the content absolutely match with the aviation?
No.
So, in an auditor, the contents don't matter. The contents don't matter. For K auditor, he chooses the contents. Contents matter. Number 4. Will you allow your son to be taught in school the subject of maths by a physics teacher in class 12?
No.
Understood? No. But why we are allowing a non-aviation person to teach about aviation auditing? Correct? We are doing it?
Correct. We are doing it.
Right. So in an auditor, we say trainer does not matter. Trainer does not matter. In K auditor,
Trainer matters.
trainer matters. Okay. So this completes your sheet. Now, what is N auditor and what is K auditor?
Is compromising.
Okay. Now, when I tell you that you are supposed to plan for your career for yourself also, because you are one of the customers of yourself. We said that in
Correct.
my auditing journey, correct? So, suppose you are going for interview for some aviation company and you say, I have done ISO 9000. And you say, I have done IATA aviation auditing course. Which is preference?
ITA.
IATA. So, you know what contents win the vote in your favor. Correct?
Correct.
So that is my this thing, right? And let me see. Yeah, I have covered almost what I am supposed to give you. Okay, so I have covered almost 45 minutes, and I have told you about my qualification. I have told you about what we are going to offer in the course of aviation lead auditor, which we are starting. This course keeps happening, I think, every month or something, every month, at least one course. So anything else that you want to know about? Any details? Anything that I have so far talked about?
Sir, is there any specific course covering AS 9110?
9110.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
When is the plan, sir?
That I'll convey to you subsequently.
Sure, sir.
But yes, there is course for 9110 and 9120 also.
9120 also.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go for this both.
Yeah. Anything
What
else?
about the timing?
Yes, sir. I have one query.
Yeah, Hemant, go ahead.
Like my background is from maintenance. Now currently I'm in NCC. So how this lead auditor course is going to help me switch into quality?
How this course, your this thing is not coming very clear to me. You mean to say you are coming from maintenance background and how is going to help the auditing course for you, correct? That's what you asked?
Sir, I have asked how this course is going to help me to switching into quality department. If I do this course, lead auditor,
I am not able to get
and
you. Can you
suppose
type your question in chat box?
sure,
Yeah.
He is asking the how this course is helping switching the from maintenance to quality.
Okay. So this will basically depend on the structure of your company, Air India, na? So anyways, as I can see, if you have a maintenance background and experience, and if you want to become, and if you do this course, you have a double sort of qualification to fit into the QA group. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because not many of the people in quality assurance are from the maintenance background or AME background, so that can help.
I am
Yeah.
from maintenance, sir.
Sorry,
I am from maintenance.
he's from maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are
Anything
already
else?
into quality, right?
Okay, so right now, if you don't have anything, we'll close our sessions here. Okay.